Looking for home cooking, soft serve ice cream, and shakes? You need to head to Woods Dairyette. You can dine in or call ahead, and they'll have it ready for you. Family owned and operated, Woods Dairyette.
R&S Wood Products LLC in Bunker is a major large cut stock and lumber supplier in Missouri, producing pine and mixed hardwoods. They are family owned and operated and also own MWM Wood Products LLC in Salem that does cuts, cross ties, grade lumber, and blocking. R&S Wood Products LLC and MWM Wood Products LLC are buyers for standing timber and logs. Give us a call at 573-689-2850.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Bunker Eagle Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by the City of Bunker, Canoke, Missouri LLC, R&S Wood Products, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairyette, 72 Auto and Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, and La Fayeta Mexican Restaurant. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Bunker Eagle Sports right here on KSMO Media.
And we welcome you to the Bunker High School Gymnasium. It's senior night here at Bunker, and 5 different seniors will be saluted here prior to this first match of the night, which will be the varsity contest. Lady Tigers of Salem came down here a little over a week ago and just barely inched past Bunker, but they've had some injuries. Lauren Ritter injured, and also a couple other girls might be a little bit banged up. We are going to have something special coming up in the service tonight with one of the players, so we'll just kind of keep you guessing on that. But in the meantime, both teams are still warming up, and we want to thank our title sponsor for the Bunker games, and that's G&S Convenience and G&S Farm and Feed. Don't forget, Hub's Tire does bring you the instant replay, and your score bug is brought to you by Ozark Overhead Door. Your timeouts brought to you by American Family Insurance, and of course the start of each game is brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent there. 573-729-4941. Other great sponsors allowing us to bring you Bunker volleyball and then later on some basketball is the City of Bunker, Canoke in Salem, R&S Wood Products, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Anytime Excavating, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairyette, 72 Auto and Supply, the Farm Bureau Insurance Agency of Willie Strader in Salem, and La Fayeta Mexican Restaurant. They all bring you Lady Eagle volleyball right here on KSMO Media. Glad to be able to stream this game. Here's one more regular season game for Bunker, and that'll be next Monday before district start. And they'll be at Eminence, and I think their first game starts on Wednesday or Thursday of next week. It's that time. Playoffs, districts, soon be sectionals, and then quarterfinals. It all happens so fast. We hope you're enjoying the season as we get ready to wrap up the regular season here tonight. Our final game here at Bunker this year for volleyball. We'll have some basketball coming up for you again very shortly. Again, this is senior night. It's going to be a special night, and they're going to be saluting some of the seniors here shortly, and try not to take away any of the anticipation of that. So we're going to keep that pretty much to ourselves, but we will be saluting them as the evening goes on. Steelville Lady Cardinals are in to face the Lady Eagles. Lady Cardinals are having a pretty good season, I think with 15 wins on the season. Lady Eagles are struggling a little bit with a couple injuries, but they're getting ready for district play. So you just got to keep that in mind as they will face the Cardinals of Steelville. The Eagles are hosting this matchup, and we do appreciate all the great support we get from the people here at Bunker for bringing you Eagle basketball and volleyball. We really like to come down here. It's a great place to come, and we do hope that you enjoy our broadcast here tonight. Again, we will be saluting some seniors prior to the start of this contest, and we'll have the national anthem as well. We'll break away for that and come back. But we do want to remind everybody to keep it right here on KSMO Media for that senior celebration. We'll have an ambient mic, and we'll bring you that presentation here from the Bunker High School gym. As the Cardinals continue to warm up, as we're reaching the end of our warm-up session, we do want to remind everybody that districts is starting next week for most everybody. As we mentioned, like Salem's, they start Tuesday. I believe Bunker starts on Wednesday or Thursday. I didn't really catch the date of that one as I was skimming through there. But maybe I can find out here before we get started as to when the districts will be. Try and get that here before we go too far. A lot of times we can find it out pretty quick. So girls volleyball. See if we can find out when they play, and we got the wrong team there. Anyway, we'll figure it all out here. But nonetheless, it's a senior night here at the Bunker High School gym. And the Bunker Lady Eagles are lined up on the far side with the Steelville Lady Cardinals on the other side. And we're about ready for our national anthem on this senior night. We will take a 3-minute break and come back with Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
G&S Convenience Store in Bunker is your one-stop shop. Stop in to top off your tank. They've got gas and diesel. Come inside and pick up your groceries, get a coffee or soda to go, some snacks for the kiddos, or head to the deli counter for fresh meats and cheeses. G&S Convenience Store in Bunker has a little bit of everything, and they're open 7 days a week. Come on down to 72 Auto Supply, your local CarQuest dealer right here in Bunker. We've got everything you need, from high-quality auto parts to livestock feed, rugged heavy-duty equipment supplies, and tools to keep your operation moving. As a CarQuest location, we're bringing the largest distribution network in the industry to serve Bunker. Locally owned, community-driven, 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker is here for you.
When you need excavation or concrete work done, there's only one name to call: Anytime Excavation. Whether it's clearing land, digging foundations, or creating solid concrete surfaces, Anytime Excavation gets the job done right. On time, every time. We're committed to delivering quality work that stands the test of time. Call Anytime Excavation today at 573-247-9173. No matter the projects, we'll dig in and make it happen. Anytime Excavation.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Bunker is a small community with a big heart. This
The next singer is Marley Eilert. The next singer is Aaliyah Decker. And the last singer is Olivia Breyer. At this time, we would like to recognize our own seniors. The first senior tonight is Miss Kinsey Barton. Kinsey Barton is 17 years old and Larry Patsy Barton Homer. Her grandparents are Keith and Patsy Dunlap of Houston and Larry and Sheila Barton of Salem. Kinsey has played volleyball for 4 years and basketball for 4 years. Kinsey would like to thank your parents for putting countless hours into my sports. My sister and friends are always cheering me on, and my family for being there every minute and believing in me. I want to thank my coaches for always putting in effort and pushing me to the best I can be. Lastly, I'd like to thank God for giving me the ability to play. Miss Kinsey Barton and her family. Conway and the late Tyson Conway of Bunker. Jesselyn has played volleyball and baseball for 3 years and basketball for 4 years. Jesselyn would like to thank my mom and dad for always being there and not missing anything. I would like to thank my friends for always being there and making things fun. And lastly, I would like to thank God because I wouldn't be anywhere without him. Jesselyn, Damon, and her family. Our next senior is Miss Rory Ritter. Rory Ritter is the oldest of her daughter and now Alicia Ritter of Bunker. Her grandparents are Lynn and Kim Ritter of Bunker and Debbie Wick of Rolla and the late Steve Wick. Rory has played volleyball for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, and baseball for 3. Rory would like to thank her parents for supporting her and believing in her and all she does. I would like to thank my coaches and friends for also supporting me, and my mom and my sister for believing in me and everything I do. I also can't forget the one and only Mr. Lloyd. Thanks for, I don't know for what, but I guess thanks. Lauren Ritter and her family. Our next senior is Miss Haley Turnbow. Haley Turnbow is the 8-year-old daughter of Kyle and Jamie Turnbow of Hibernia. Her grandparents are Rick Turnbow of Hibernia, Shelley Connell of Salem, and Robin Barnett of Gatesville. Haley has played volleyball for 3 years, basketball for 4 years, and participated in archery for 2 years. She would like to thank my mom and dad, my dad and grandpa for pushing me to be my best. My mom and grandma for believing in me, my coaches for teaching me, all of the friends who supported me, and most importantly, God for giving me the ability to do what I do. Miss Haley Turnbow. Our last senior tonight we would like to recognize is Miss Courtney Williams, a.k.a. Cookie. Courtney Williams is the 7-year-old daughter of Randy and Patsy Williams of Bunker. Her grandparents are Rocky and Linda Williams of Bunker, and Carmen Barton and the late Mike Barton of Bunker. Courtney has played volleyball for 4 years, participated in jazz band for 4 years, and archery for 1. Courtney would like to thank my parents for being my biggest supporters through all my ups and downs, and my boys and Jordan for always being there for me and keeping me going. Lastly, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to play volleyball. Miss Courtney Williams. The seniors would like to thank the parents and coaches for all the support and all the fans throughout the years that all around and sit in the bleachers and just being a part of their journey. Thank you for helping us recognize our seniors. Seniors 2025.
Here at Bunker High School prior to the game tonight between the Steelville Cardinals. A nice gesture by the Lady Eagles of saluting the seniors for the Steelville Lady Cardinals and providing them also with a gift. And so congratulations to all the seniors. Let's go ahead and give you the names of the Steelville Lady Cardinals that were saluted tonight. Peyton Brooks, who wears number 12. Marley Eilert, who wears number 11. Elia Decker, who wears number 8. And Olivia Pryor, who wears number 4. So they were all saluted tonight prior to the senior celebration by the 5 Bunker seniors. And they are Kinsey Barton, who wears number 12, Jesselyn Damuth, who wears number 8, Lauren Ritter wears number 17, Haley Turnbow, who wears number 7, and Courtney Williams, who wears number 4. So again, a fine celebration here before this matchup tonight between the Lady Cardinals and the Lady Eagles, celebrating these seniors. And of course, it's not only celebrating the seniors, and they all write a nice little bio about themselves in tonight's program. But the neat thing about it is that all of them thank their parents and grandparents for allowing them and giving them the opportunity to play, because there's a lot of people whose parents may not have the opportunity to do that. And these kids definitely were given that opportunity, whether it took their parents or grandparents to get them to practices and games or other activities. They all thank them and making it possible for them to play. And fun part is fathers are going to set for their daughters to tip it over. It's kind of fun. Just have a little piece of the action here tonight is Lauren Ritter's dad gives it to her. That's Glenn Ritter. I'm sorry, that's Alan Ritter, Glenn's son. A little tip over there by Damon. Fun to watch parents get involved. And Kenzie Barton will go for the kill. Gets that one. Just to watch these kids and their parents get along. Courtney Williams, dad kind of set it behind her, but that's okay. It's all about having a good time and enjoying this time, because once you're the senior, this is your last opportunity. Even though they do have another home game coming up on Monday, they took tonight to make it senior night, and we were extremely blessed to be able to bring this contest to you. These seniors put in 4 years of hard work. Their parents put in that time to support their kids. Coaches put in the time to teach these youngsters and try and make them the best people that they can. Not just players, but the best people that they can. And so I always appreciate coaches that are willing to give of their time and try and help these young people become the best persons, the best citizens that they can possibly be. Here's the starters for the Steelville Lady Cardinals tonight. It'll be Marley Eilert, Elia Decker, Emerald Perkins, Kylie Livesey, and Maggie Bunch, as well as Kaylin Gillum. The libero would be Jasmine Hurd tonight. She is in the black jersey. If you're streaming with us tonight, you get a chance to see that all black jersey. I don't think I've ever seen one that's totally different than the rest of their uniform. Usually it's just their road colors, but not much red on that black jersey for the libero Jasmine Hurd. Well, the Lady Eagles tonight, their starters will be Jesslyn Damon, Haley Turnbow, also Courtney Williams, all seniors, Kara Martin, also Hadley Martin and Kira Turnbow. We're about ready to get this action underway here. If you are streaming with us, obviously you see the Bunkers in their black shorts or pants with their green jerseys with the numbers outlined in black and white. Steelville, they have their red jerseys on with the white numbers and letters, and then they have their black shorts or pants on as well, except for the libero, who, as I mentioned, Jasmine Hurd has all black on. I don't even see a spot of red on that thing, and, of course, the white numbers as well. About ready to get this one underway? Hope you enjoy it on KSMO Media. We appreciate the invite from Bunker to bring you this contest. Streaming it on KSMO Media, and Hurd kind of takes a tumble. I think courtesy of one of her teammates. All right, about ready to get underway here. And, of course, this match brought to you as a courtesy of Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent in Salem, helping you with your auto, home, life, business, and all types of insurance needs, including umbrella and business. Just like you, Willie lives in the area, promises professionalism and quality customer service. Willie Strader and Farm Bureau Insurance. Senior night can be a very emotional night, but you have to concentrate on the focus. And Kenzie Barton will go back to serve. She's not out all year long with an injury, and she's going to get a chance to serve the first point for the Bunker Lady Eagles. Hard service comes across, and it's an ace. And she will check out of the contest just that fast, along with Lauren Ritter, who suffered an injury here a weekend or so ago on her foot, and she's going to check out as well. They did not count that point, by the way, but got her in the starting lineup just to have some fun. And we appreciate the officials, by the way, who allowed all that to happen. It all works hand in hand. You're ready to start this game. It comes to her, the libero. She puts it across, blocked down by the Lady Eagles at the net, pushed deep. Getting it across and setting it at the net, and going for the kill for Lady Eagles, number 13. And that's Barton. Comes back to the net. They set it for Turnbow, and that's in. Beautiful. cross court. Turnbow with the kill. 1-0 Lady Eagles. Back to serve is Hadley Martin. It comes across to Hurd. Pushing it to the net for Livesay. Going for the kill, but played there by Damath. Pushed up high in the air, and Damath will try and play it deep from the middle of the floor. She does. She gets it up to Livesay. Going for that kill and getting it for the Lady Cardinals will be number 8, and that's Elia Decker. Off the hands of the attempted block. Back to serve is Kylie Livesay. Her service is an ace. Goes off the hands of Damath. Two to 1 Cardinals on top. Just started this first set. Livesay's next service played straight up in the air by Williams. Comes back to Williams. It's tipped at the net. Plays straight up in the air for the Lady Cardinals and trying to tip it over, but missing for the Lady Cardinals was Elia Decker. A point for the Lady Eagles, and we're tied 2-2. Just trying to push that over, couldn't get it done. And it will be Turnbow back to serve. Haley. A lefty serves it across, played straight up in the air to Livesay, sending it high and going for that kill. Too deep. As it was long, hit by Kaylin Gilliam. Or Kaylin Gillum, excuse me. I put an extra I in there. 3-2 Lady Eagles. Soft service comes down to Gillum. He backs it up by Livesay to Hurd, pushing it deep. There is Turnbow. Getting it to the net. Martin go for the kill. Nice play. Deep there by Steelville to keep it alive. Pushing that deep and too deep is Kaylin Gillum. 2 straight long hits by Gillum. 4-2 Lady Eagles. That was a nice feeling of a serve by Emerald Perkins. Comes back, pushed up high by Gillum to Perkins. Pushed to the net to Livesay. Bumps it over. Play back toward the net by the Lady Eagles. Going for that kill and getting it. For the Lady Eagles is Kara Martin. 5 serving 2. This is the first set. Turnbow's next service is too deep. That's long, way long. Point side out, Lady Cardinals going back to serve. Will be Elia Decker. Now Decker's a senior. Decker service into the net. Point side out, Lady Eagles. This is the first set. Going back, Kara Martin to serve. Kira Turnbow on the front line with Williams and also Damon. Livesay setting it up, going for that kill and getting it. No, kept alive by the Bunker Eagles. And going for that kill was Turnbow. But played there by Livesay to Hurd, bumping it over. Pushed to the net by Martin. Comes in the middle, going for the kill and getting the kill for the Lady Eagles, Kira Turnbow. Excellent play by the Lady Eagles at the net to keep that one alive. 7 serving 3. Barnes service dug out by Hurd to the net and Chip just got over. Cuts alive and then a bad play, a double hit called on the Lady Eagles by Turnbow. Point side out to Steelville. Hurd back to serve. The Lady Eagles service comes across, dug out nicely, and pushed across by the Lady Eagles. Putting it to Livesay, sending it for Gillum. Chipped it at the net and kept alive by the Lady Eagles, and pushing it over is Martin. Hurd to the net, Livesay, sending it across and going for the kill and getting it, but hitting the net was number 5 of the Lady Eagles, and that is Emerald Perkins. Make that Emery. They've got a misprint here. Excuse me, I was just told. Emery Perkins. Point of the Lady Eagles as there's a net violation. Ball comes down. Played straight up in the air and not being able to elevate it was Gillum trying to come across. Kind of a bad pass by Elia Decker to the net for a set. Kind of a little bit off. Not really a bad pass, but just a little bit off. And that forced that second set, or second pass, to be just a tick off. Williams serve comes across. Set there by Livesay. Back setting it for Gillum. Played back across the net by Turnbow. But right into the hands of Emery Perkins, who gets the kill. The block and the kill. On that one, Gillum checks out. Livesay checks out. Coming in the ball game for Steelville will be Peyton Brooks. Also checking in will be Elvia Pryor. Pryor will serve. Comes back to Martin, pushing it to the net and going for the kill, but way long. Hitting that one was Kira Turnbow. 6 serving 9. This is the first set. Pryor's next service. Again comes to the front of the net, setting it there and tipping it in for the Lady Eagles was Damath. Nice reach over by Jesslyn. Just deflected that down point for the Lady Eagles and side out as well. 10 serving 6, first set. Damath's service comes down to the short side off of the chest of the Lady Cardinals, and Hurd pushes it across. Dug out there by the Eagles, pushing it back in the middle of the floor. Pushed over by Turnbow. Comes back to the net. They're setting it across for Damath, pushing it over, but kept alive nicely by Perkins. She goes for the kill. Pushed up, but Bunker keeps it alive and pushed back over by Kara Barton. Pushed to the net. Going for that kill, missing it deep for the Lady Cardinals was Maggie Bunch. They're going to say it ticked the fingers. Okay. It looked a little bit long, but I didn't see it tick fingers, but the official said it did. Barton disagrees, but it's a point for the Lady Eagles nonetheless. Service comes across, dug out by Williams. Coming to Martin and pushed into the net, but a block kill, but a net violation. Nope, never made it over. Sorry about that. From our angle, looked like Perkins hit the net, but our Bunch hit the net, excuse me, but the ball actually hit the net. 8 serving 10. A soft serve comes across, pushed to the net by the Lady Eagles. Coming, pushing it deep was Turnbow. Coming across, going for the kill, and getting the block, or getting the kill as the block kill failed was Elia Decker, and it's a 1-point game. Looks like Bunker might have had that cut off as Turnbow is at the net, but it got down. Williams pushing it to the net now to Barton, and she gets the kill off the hands of Maggie Bunch. Back to serve, Kira Turnbow, 11 serving 9. This is the first set. Service is too deep, and out it goes. Point and side out, Lady Eagles. Bunch will go back to serve. Maggie Bunch, a junior. Ellers checks in for the front. That ball's an ace. Perfectly placed inside the line, down the line, and we're tied at 11. Second ace for the Lady Cardinals. Bunch next service. Spins down, played up by Williams up into the rafters. Kept alive by Martin and pushed over by the Lady Eagles. Pushed to the net and pushing it over was Decker. But the Eagles try and set it up, going for the kill. Nicely dug out by Steelville. And a block kill at the net by Kara Barton. What an incredible dig, though, by number 4 of Steelville Lady Cardinals, Elvia Pryor. Kept that opportunity for Steelville alive, but Bunker prevailed. Martin with a service. Comes back to Gracie Mae Boone. Pushing it right into the net, though, was Decker. And the Lady Eagles have a 2-point lead. Next service by Martin comes down to Gracie Mae, pushing it up to the net and trying to dink it across, and doing so was Steelville, pushing it back to Gracie Mae. Again, it comes down for Decker, playing it deep, pushed high by Damath. Come across now to Turnbow, going for the deep, and partially deflected at the net and in for the kill. 14-11 Bunker. Martin to serve again, 14 serving 11. Comes down, played up to the net by Perkins, and going for the kill. Nicely dug out by the Lady Eagles, and going for the push down is Turnbow. Push back across, but that's over the net and out of bounds. It's 15-11 for the Lady Eagles. Turnbow with a very nice guide on that push, and Lady Eagles have a 4-point lead, and Lady Cardinals call timeout. Timeout brought to you as a courtesy of American Family Insurance Agent Jonas Schaefer, 573-729-5165. Back in 30 seconds, Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Bunker is a small community with a big heart. The city of Bunker would like to invite you to come spend a day or a lifetime here. Stop in and check out the history of Bunker at the Bunker Museum. See how Bunker came about and what makes Bunker a special place. Or you might like to come and spend a day in their city park. The city of Bunker would like to say a big thank you to the Tom Stock Foundations for all their help. For more information about Bunker, stop in at Bunker City Hall at 620 6th Street.
We want to thank G&S Convenience and G&S Farm and Feed for being our title sponsor for these Lady Eagle games. The Lady Eagles lead at 15-11. And also want to thank R&S Wood Products for allowing us to be here to bring you Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media. Allie Martin ready to serve. The freshman puts it across. Dug out nicely by Gracie May Boone. Comes back to the net and pushing it over was Peyton Brooks. The Eagles set up there, and Turnbow playing it down the side, but a violation off the antenna. Point side out to the Lady Cardinals. Coming in to serve for Steelville is Kylie Livesey. Putting it across to Barton in the middle of the floor, bumped over by Martin Deep. Played there by Gracie May. Now to put it to the net and going for the kill. Getting the kill for the Lady Cardinals was Marley Eilert. (13 serving 15). That service is deep. Play there to the net. Tipped over by Martin. Pushed up high. Going for the kill is Gillum. Blocked down nicely. Beautifully, actually, by Kara Barton for the block kill. Wow. That was impressive. Point side out. Lady Eagle. Barton got all of that one on the kickback. All the way to that deep corner behind the Cardinal defense. Turnbow's service comes down to Gillum. Very short, played up in the air to Decker, and that ball stays alive. What a great job by Decker. That ball was deflected. She was able to get it over the net, and the Eagles could not respond. Elia Decker back to serve. 14 serving 16. The first set comes right down to Barton at the net. Tipped down there, and that's going to be good. The block kill by number 5, Emery Perkins. 15 serving 16. Decker back to serve. Decker's service comes down, played by Turnbow to the net. Going for the kill is Damith, played back, pushed up toward the net by Turnbow and bumped over deep by Martin. Comes to the net. Livesay getting it across, going for the kill and getting the kill. A beautiful job was Emery Perkins. She gets another kill, her third of this first match. 16 all our score in this first set. Decker's service comes across, put high to Martin. Right in the middle of the floor for Barton. Played there by Livesay. Back to the net. Trying to push it across was Steelville, but it comes back. Martin plays it over. There's Livesay setting it at the net, trying to push it across. It was Gillum, but the Eagles are there to come back to Damus, just trying to dink it in, but kept there by Livesay, pushing it across and bumping it over was number 5, Emery Perkins. Eagles go for the kill, and they get the kill on the pass to Kara Barton. She's got 3 now in this set, and the Lady Eagles lead it by 1. Barton just tomahawked that one straight down. She goes back to serve. The sophomore puts it across, played there by Gracie May Boone. Back across and trying to play it deep was Decker, playing it back over. Set there by Turnbow. Comes across with the kill, blocked down. Turnbow trying to keep it alive, cannot. As reaching for that one for Bunker was Courtney Williams, but she couldn't handle it. Ball went into the net. It will be back to serve right now. Jasmine Hurd. 17-17. That service comes back to Barton. They get across, going for the kill. Play there by Decker to Livesay. Setting it up at the net, going for that kill. Played back to the net by Martin. And then a net violation is called on number 5, Emery Perkins. Perkins went up, tried to get on top of the net, but just got a little piece of it. She's kind of frustrated right now. Back to serve. Courtney Williams. Service comes down to Hurd. Pushing it up to Livesay, going for that kill off the net. Kept alive nicely by the Lady Eagles. I believe that was Damon. Playing it deep and in on the corner was Barton. That one was just right at the crux of the inbound line, and I'm telling you what, it couldn't have been more beautiful. 19-17. Lady Eagles on top. Williams to serve. Service is a high one, comes down. Played there by Gillum to Livesay. Trying to play it at the net. And the point for the Lady Eagles. Trying to come across was Perkins, but she couldn't get there in time. And the Lady Eagles get the point. And back to serve again is Williams. Courtney, one of the 5 seniors being saluted tonight by the Lady Eagles. Serves this one up. Comes down to Hurd. Bumping it in the middle to Ford to Livesay. Trying to push it across to Gillum. That's beautifully done by Steelville. Gillum gets the kill. Coming right off that corner. That was well done by Steelville. Coming in the ball game for the Lady Cardinals. Peyton Brooks also coming in will be number 4. And that is Elvia Pryor. Pryor service is back. Play there by Turnbow. Now comes across to Damath at the net, trying to just dink it across. Played back there by Perkins, comes to the net to Hurd. Right in the middle of the floor, played by the Eagles. Across it goes to Damath for the kill. It's out. Just out by about a foot. Point for the Lady Eagles. It's a 1-point game, 19 serving 20. We're in the first set. Service comes down. That's beautifully done. That's an ace. Third ace by Steelville in this first set, and a timeout called by Bunker coach Cheyenne Jensen. With a score 20-20, we'll take a 30-second break and come back out. Timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. In the Crossroads Shopping Center, back in 30 seconds. Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I want to thank the City of Bunker for helping us be here tonight, bringing you Lady Eagle Volleyball, and also Can Oak in Salem, both great sponsors of our Lady Eagle Volleyball team. 20-20 our score. Elvia Pryor serves it deep. Played there up high in the air was Barton. Comes back to the net and bumped over by Damath deep. Played there by Decker to the net. They set it high for Perkins, and that's a good kill. That was nicely done by Steelville. Emery Perkins getting her 4th kill of this game, and the Lady Cardinals lead it by 1. 21 serving 20. The service is short. Played there by Turnbow to Martin. In the middle it goes down to Turnbow, and that is on the line. It's good. Right on the edge. And the Steelville back judge called it. That was nicely done by Barton. Her 3rd kill of this match. We're tied at 21. That service comes across. Played by her to the net. Slam down by Barton. I'm sorry. By Turnbow, excuse me. Got them confused at the net. Turnbow with that kill. Going straight up on the bad pass by the Lady Cardinals. Now it comes down to Decker, now to Hurd. He's trying to set it there and putting it down the line, but missing it on the outside was Peyton Brooks. And the Lady Eagles have a 2-point lead. And a timeout called by Coach Jill Simley of the Lady Cardinals. with a score. The Lady Eagles 23 and the Lady Cardinals 21. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. It's Bunker Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Are you struggling with back pain, headaches, or alpha-gal? At Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture Clinic in Salem, Dr. Samantha Anderson brings gentle chiropractic, acupuncture, and cupping therapy for whole family care. She's among Missouri's few providers SAAT certified, a targeted auricular acupuncture that can help with alpha-gal syndrome. Feel better naturally and get back to what you love. Call 573-453-2015 or book online today and place your wellness in good hands.
I want to thank our friends at Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, being a proud supporter of Eagle Volleyball. As Hurd sets it up, going for at the net was Brooks, but the Lady Eagles get it back, pushing it deep and kept alive by the Lady Eagles, and they get the point on the push by number 21, Maggie Bunch. Point side out for the Lady Cardinals. It's a good play by Bunch right at the net. Service is tight, played there by Damath. Pushing it back to Williams and pushed over and kept alive by Hurd. Nicely done on a dig, and they get the point as Williams couldn't field that push back over by the Lady Cardinals. We're tied at 23, or was that Damath? Might have been Damath that couldn't field that. We have an official right there in our line of sight, so I apologize if I got the wrong one, but it was right in the middle of the floor. Push it back, Williams pushing that up to Martin, setting it at the net, trying to just dink it over and keeping it alive as Turnbow got it in there, but pushing it in, and that was Decker of the Lady Cardinals. Point and side out to the Lady Eagles. It is game point. Kira Turnbow back to serve. Game point for the Lady Eagles. First set. That service comes down, played up straight in the air by the Cardinals, going to Decker. That is good enough, probably going to go too deep, but played there to the net, trying to dink it in and getting the dink kill, and game winner was Kara Barton, and Salem, and you gotta love this, Bunker takes this one on the 5th kill just down the road from Salem. 25-23, we are at Bunker. We hope you're enjoying this one. That was an exciting match right down to the end. Bunker wins it 25-23 on the dink by Kara Barton. We're going to come back in 2 minutes with the second set when we return. It's Lady Eagle Volleyball on senior night on KSMO Media.
Craving bold, home-style Mexican flavors right here in Bunker? Welcome to La Feta Mexican Restaurant on Main Street. Enjoy fresh tacos, burritos, and all your Mexican favorites. Then kick back with friends where the vibes are warm and the drinks are cold. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and nights with live music and karaoke. Hungry now? Head to 108 Main Street in Bunker and taste why locals are talking. La Feta Mexican Restaurant. Great food, friendly faces, small town heart.
At People's Community Bank in Bunker, we still believe in banking with a personal touch. When you walk in, we greet you by name, offer a variety of services, and let you get back to your day. People's Community Bank also offers many types of loans with competitive rates, fast approval, low closing costs, and confidentiality. Most importantly, these decisions are made locally. When you choose People's Community Bank in Bunker, you choose a bank that cares.
Quality services, expedient delivery, and fair pricing has been the rule at Reynolds County Abstract Company. Their experts do a thorough job of handling all aspects of your real estate title and settlement services for a large and ever-growing number of satisfied, loyal clients. For all your purchasing or refinancing needs, large or small, call today for a quote at 573-648-2366 or stop by 2308 Pine Street in Centerville, Missouri. Reynolds County Abstract Company. Looking for home cooking, soft serve ice cream, and shakes? You need to head to Woods Dairyette. You can dine in or call ahead, and they'll have it ready for you. Family owned and operated, Woods Dairyette.
Welcome back to senior night here at the Bunker High School. They've already started the second set, 2-0 Lady Cardinals. Service comes across. It's another ace. 2 straight aces down for Kylie Livesay. Livesay back to serve. Service goes out of bounds in front of the Eagle bench. One serving three as Hadley Martin goes back to serve. Hadley just a freshman. Her service into the net. Point side out, Lady Cardinals. Aliyah Decker back to serve. Decker, one of the 4 seniors for the Lady Cardinals. It's 4 serving 1 in this second set, just underway. Service comes down, played to the net, trying to tip it down. Tip it over was Hadley Martin, but a block kill there, nicely done by Emery Perkins. Five serving 1. Decker ready to serve again. That service nicely done. That's going to be an ace. Wow, beautiful. Just barely over the net. I believe it was Williams that just could not field it cleanly. And a timeout called by Coach Cheyenne Jensen. 6-1, it's Lady Cardinals on top. Timeout brought to you by Jonas Schaefer of American Family Insurance, 1104 South Main Street. And the Crossroads back in 30 seconds. Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Looking for home cooking, soft serve ice cream and shakes? You need to head to Woods Dairyette. You can dine in or call ahead and they'll have it ready for you. Family owned and operated, Woods Dairyette.
And welcome back to Bunker High School Gymnasium. I'd like to thank Anytime Excavation being a proud supporter of the Lady Eagles and Lady Eagle Volleyball and basketball coming up. That hit by the Lady Eagles. Number 7, Haley Turnbow, was just a bit too long. 7-1 Cardinals. Been all Steelville in this second set. As Decker go back to serve, that service barely over the net. Kept alive by Bunker and pushed over by Barton. Kept alive by Perkins. To Livesay back to Perkins for the kill. Puts it right in the net. Point side out, Lady Eagles. Down by 5. Also like to thank our friends at R&S Wood Products for being a proud supporter of your Bunker Lady Eagles. Haley Turnbow's serve comes barely across the net. Livesay back, setting it for Perkins. Going for the kill. Gets it. Emery Perkins just went right down the line off the hands of Hadley Martin. Point side out, Lady Cardinals. So they go back to serve. Their libero, Jasmine Hurd, serves it across. Dug out by the Eagles, pushing it back in the middle was Martin. Kept alive by Steelville. Martin setting it for Williams in the middle of the floor. Digging it across was Barton, but kept alive. And Livesay has to play it off of the rafter, and it goes out of bounds on the wrong side of the antenna. 3 serving 8. Point for the Lady Eagles. Back to serve is Kara Barton, the sophomore. Plays that one across to Gillum. Livesay setting it for Perkins for the kill. She's got that. That's nicely done. Eagles had no chance to field that one. Nice pass off the play to the center. Put it right in the wheelhouse of Perkins. And she drilled it home for the point. Perkins now with 6 kills in this match. Service by Lady Cardinals was by Pryor. And the Eagles get across on the mistake made at the net by number 14. And that is Sylvia Davis. I believe it's her first action in either set. Courtney Williams to serve, comes down to Hurd, pushing it to the net. They set it there, trying to get the kill, and getting it was Perkins. That one not hit as hard as the last couple, but that one was well placed in front of the bunker diving Williams, who could not get to it. 10 serving 4, comes back to Barton, pushing it across the net. Going for that is Damath, dug out by Hurd, kept alive there by the Cardinals, and pushing it up front, Barton. Bumping it over is Martin. Hurd to the net. keeping it alive for Decker for the kill, but there's Barton for the Lady Eagles. They set it for Turnbow, but she pushed it in the net. Kira couldn't get it high enough. Actually caught that ball on the way down from her jump and put it right in the twine. 11 serving 4. Perkins with another service. Coming back to Barton way up into the rafters, and that ball's going to hit one of the rafters and then come back, and that'll be an ace. Twelve serving 4. This is the second set. Lady Cardinals on top in this one. Martin playing it to the net, trying to push it across with Decker. Played by Martin across to Damath, who just pushes it over. But there is the Cardinals, and they get it back across. Now, here's Barton going for the kill. Played high in the air by Live. Stay back to the net to Decker for that kill. Played off the rafters by Turnbow and straight down, and no chance for Damath to get there. Point for the Lady Cardinals. 13 serving 4. Emery Perkins with that service way offline over by the Eagle bench. Point side out to the Lady Eagles. And it'll be Jesslyn Damath back to serve. Damath service down the line to Decker. Pushing it to the net to Pryor. And they come across, pass back to Decker. Didn't fly. Right in the twine it goes. A net violation on that. I should say a net ball on that. Damath another serve. Comes across. Hurd pushing it across. Just getting across, but kept alive and pushed over by Bunker. Pushing it back toward the net. Kept alive and off the twine. Kept it alive on the Eagles side and then kept it alive on the Cardinal side. Pushing it back is Martin going for Turnbow. Off the hands and down for the kill. Maggie Bunch got a piece of it but couldn't keep it. First kill in this set for Haley Turnbow. Dug out nicely by Decker on that great serve. Ball tipped at the net, kept alive, and pushed back by Martin in the middle of the floor for number 13, Kara Barton. Comes back across to Decker off the twine and kept alive, and Barton will pass it over. And bumping it across was Damath. Playing it deep is Perkins. They get it over to Pryor at the net. Kept alive. Nice play by Martin, and it falls in. She played that back off the net and over. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. And she gets the kill. Digging it out from the bottom of the, underneath the net. I mean, about as low as you can go. Hurd to the net, tipped there, and that'll be a point as reaching over for the Lady Eagles was Kira Turnbow. And it's 9 serving 13. The timeout called by Coach Jill Simile. Lady Eagles on a run, and we'll take a timeout. Brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent in Salem. Back in 30 seconds, Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
R&S Wood Products LLC in Bunker is a major large cut stock and lumber supplier in Missouri, producing pine and mixed hardwoods. They are family owned and operated and also own MWM Wood Products LLC in Salem that does cuts, cross ties, grade lumber, and blocking. R&S Wood Products LLC and MWM Wood Products LLC are buyers for standing timber and logs. Give us a call at 573-689-2850.
Reynolds County Abstract helping bring you tonight's contest between Steelville and Bunker on senior night. Seniors Kenzie Barton, Jesselyn Damath, Lauren Ritter, Haley Turnbow, and Courtney Williams all being saluted prior to the contest tonight. And also the Steelville Lady Cardinals, 4 seniors, were also saluted by the Lady Eagles as well. Service comes to Hurd. Set there and going for the kill is Decker, and she's going to get it. Couldn't be fielded cleanly by Bunker. Point side out for the Lady Cardinals, who had quite a big lead in this one, now down to 5 points. Bunker rallied for a 5-point serving streak. There we go. It'll come out. Martin getting it to Turnbow. Comes across to Decker. She gets the kill off the hands of Williams. Going back to serve is Gracie Mae Moon. Comes back, played across by Barton, tips up the net, pushes the net to Decker, just pushes it over. Eagles set it and get the kill by Kira Turnbow. 10 serving 15. Excuse me for kind of losing my voice there for a minute. Turnbow goes back to serve. 10 serving 15. This is the second set. Service off the hands of Decker. It's an ace. (11 serving 15. This is the second set. Bunker won the first one, 25-23. That service into the net. Point side out to the Lady Cardinals. Coming out of the game is Sylvia Davis and also number 4, Elvia Pryor. Live save back in the game. She'll go to serve. That service comes down to Williams. To Martin, and trying to dink it in and getting it over was Martin. But Steelville's there to play it back across and off the hands of Martin. Point for the Lady Cardinals. (17 serving 11). This is the second set. Lady Cardinals in their red jerseys get an ace by Livesay. That's Livesay's second ace tonight. 18-11. Next one by Livesay is deep. Played there up to the net to Barton, and played there by Emily Perkins. Excuse me for losing track there. A little. 19-11. Cardinals on top. Livesay service comes off the hands of Williams. Another ace. Livesay has a backspin on her serve that keeps that ball moving pretty quick. It kind of seems like it sails. And, of course, then fielding it becomes a lot harder. Cheyenne Jensen, the coach of the Lady Eagles, calls timeout. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. I want to thank our friends at Woods Darriette for bringing you Lady Eagle Volleyball, as well as People's Community Bank, as well as 72 Auto and Supply, all proud supporters of your Lady Eagles. Also want to thank Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader for bringing you the second matchup here in this second set. Willie and his entire staff over there at Farm Bureau can help you out in any way, shape, or form. Need insurance for the barn, the boat, or maybe your brand new car? Get by and see Willie. You'll see him at 1414 West Scenic Groves Boulevard in Salem, 729-4941. A timeout, by the way, brought to you by your friends also at La Fajita Mexican Restaurant. Proud to support your Lady Eagles, but they're down by 9 right now to the Lady Cardinals in the second set. 20 serving 11. Livesay service comes to Turnbow. Bumping it over there is the other Turnbow, and putting it to the net and going for that kill and getting it for the Lady Cardinals is number 11, Marley Eilert. I should say Eilert. 21 serving 11. Lady Cardinals have changed their lineup a little bit. As Livesay serves that one. That's on the line. That's in. That's another ace. 3 service aces in this service set for Livesay. Serve comes across, played there by Williams to the net. Going across and getting the kill off the hands for the Lady Eagles was Kara Barton. Barton with her third kill of this second set. She has 8 on the night. Hadley Martin back to serve. That service played by Steelville. Back, and unfortunately unable to play it was Damath. 23 serving 12. That comes across. Another ace for Decker. And another ace for the Cardinals. 5th ace in this second set. And they have game point. 24 serving 12. Decker back to serve again. Alaya puts that across, putting it high in the air as Turnbow. Bumping it across to Martin and playing it deep as Barton. Gracie and Boone got it up into the rafters and they came down, and Livesay and Decker couldn't separate there, and they knocked it back to the back wall. Haley Turnbow, the lefty, puts it across. Played there to Gracie May Boone. Pushing it across, going for that kill. Off the net was Perkins, but the Eagles are there. Barton for the kill. She's got it. 14 serving, 24. Turnbow back to serve again. Service comes straight down to Boone. To Livesay, back setting it and pushing it over was the Lady Cardinals. They push it to the net. Barton for the kill, missed it, and that'll give the Lady Cardinals their first set win. They beat Bunker by a score of 25-14. We're tied at 1 set each in this senior night competition at the Bunker High School gym. KSMO Media Team with you. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back with our third set when we return. It's Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
G&S Convenience Store in Bunker is your one-stop shop. Stop in to top off your tank. They've got gas and diesel. Come inside and pick up your groceries. Get a coffee or soda to go, some snacks for the kiddos, or head to the deli counter for fresh meats and cheeses. G&S Convenience Store in Bunker has a little bit of everything, and they're open 7 days a week. Come on down to 72 Auto Supply, your local CarQuest dealer right here in Bunker. We've got everything you need, from high-quality auto parts to livestock feed, rugged heavy-duty equipment supplies, and tools to keep your operation moving. As a CarQuest location, we're bringing the largest distribution network in the industry to serve Bunker. Locally owned, community-driven, 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker is here for you.
We're here in Bunker for this senior night. I'd like to congratulate those seniors again who were saluted and are being saluted tonight. Jesselyn Damath, Lauren Ritter, Courtney Williams, and Haley Turnbow, as well as Kinsey Barton. Now, Kinsey has been out most of the year with an injury, but she got a chance to do a celebratory serve tonight. And I want to thank them. And Lauren Ritter was in on that celebratory serve as well. She got injured just last week, and so she was unable to participate in the game tonight as well. But they're in uniform on the bench to support their teammates here in this matchup with Steelville. As we are here getting ready to get started with our third set. Man, it's easier to say that than it is to do it. And it's only our third set being brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent. If you have a small business community like we have here in Bunker and also in Salem, if you have a need for insurance, let the people who know how to handle that type of insurance for you. It's Farm Bureau. 573-729-4941, 1414 West City Rose Boulevard. I'd like to thank our friends at G&S Convenience and G&S Farm and Feed for being our title sponsor for these Bunker games. We do appreciate that. And, of course, we'll be back for more basketball action this winter as well. So we hope you'll enjoy those contests when we return later on. Also want to thank the City of Bunker, Can Oak out of Salem, R&S Wood Products, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands, Chiropractic, and Acupuncture for their support, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairyette, 72 Auto and Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, and La Fajita Mexican Restaurant. Service comes across to Hurd, played straight up in the air, and bumped by Perkins to Decker, playing it back to the Lady Eagle side, put back across by Damon. Lovesay setting it for Hurd, playing it deep, Played there by Turnbow up to the net, but it cannot be played across. Livesay to serve. Comes down to Martin. Williams setting it there and going for the kill is Turnbow, but kept alive by Hurd. Livesay putting it back to Gillum, who just kind of chunked it. Didn't follow through with that. Tried to fist it over or just didn't follow through. And the Lady Eagles equalized the game on that mistake. Bunker won the first one, 25-23. Steelville's responded with a 25-14 win. Livesay setting it for Decker for the kill. Kept alive momentarily by Bunker. Damath just couldn't get it high enough for Williams to pass it. And the Eagles will give the side back to Decker to serve for the Cardinals. 2 serving 1. Elia Decker's service comes down. Played there by Turnbow to the front, pushing it across. Diving effort by Livesay to keep it alive. Now Hurd to Perkins off the net. But there's Damath back setting it for Williams, pushing it down the line. Pushed by Hurd to the front and then pushed out of bounds by Livesay. 2-2 our score early on in this third set. Comes back to Kara Barton, who will do the serving. Kara's service down the line, played there by Perkins to Livesay, setting it back for Perkins, who pushes it deep. Martin pushing it back and into the hands, basically, of Gillum, who slams it home for the block kill. Kaylin Gillum right at the net, had an easy one there. Hurd to serve, puts it across. There is, for the Lady Eagles, Barton, they played across to Gillum. Pushed up high by Livesay, and then Bunch pushing it across for the Cardinals. Williams setting it back and trying to dump it across was Kira Turnbow, but kept alive by the Cardinals, and going for that kill was Perkins. Kept alive and pushed off the net, and Gillum pushing it back for Livesay, and then Hurd will push it back over. Kept alive there by Damath. Martin to Damath for the kill, partially blocked. It falls in off the hands of Bunch. Damath with the kill. That's her third of this match. First of this third set. Williams service comes down to Decker. To Livesay in the middle of the floor to the right side to Gillum. And nicely done, but pushed back over nicely by Bunker on the return. Martin goes back to Kara Barton. Just dinking it over was Martin, and now Livesay pushing it deep. And then Barton called off Williams and then could not get to the ball in time. That was a great return by Barton to push that right back over the net. But the Cardinals were ready for it. Elvia Pryor back to serve. Service comes deep. Played there by Turnbow up to Martin, and now Damath plays it over. Hurd to the net. Getting it to Pryor, now going for the kill is Perkins, who put it right in the net. Emery Perkins. Got a lot behind him, but put it right in the net. 4 serving 4. And that service by Damath right off the top of the net here on the tape. It goes across the 2-inch tape across the top of the volleyball net. Perkins with her serve, putting it to Williams. Tipping it back over with Martin quickly. The quick set going for Decker, but Bunker's there to keep it alive, and Barton will push it over. Livesay getting it across to number 12 for Steelville. Going for that kill was Peyton Brooks on the set by Elvia Pryor. 5 serving 5. Kira Turnbow back to serve. Her service smoked deep, and that's just out. It misses by about a foot. That ball looked to be kind of twisting. Has a good play by Perkins to let that one go. Going back to serve is Bunch. Maggie Bunch's serve. Comes to Turnbow to Barton, just trying to dink it in. Pushed up high in the air to the net. Going for the kill was Decker. Comes back to Barton, and now pushing it back over is Martin. And that's good for the kill. Decker dove for him, but couldn't keep it alive as Martin guided that one in nicely. That'll make it a 6-6 game. Hadley Martin will go back to serve. 6 serving 6. This is the third set. Service comes down, played up by Boone. Coming across and off the net and out of bounds by number 12, Peyton Brooks. She's a senior for the Lady Cardinals. 7 serving 6. Martin's next service comes down, played there by Boone again off a rafter, but kept alive nicely by the Lady Eagles as Decker is able to push it across. Williams getting it deep to Martin, but it's played there by Decker. That's in on the line. Decker got that ball across, and she played it right down the line, and that's in. 7-7 our score as Livesay goes back to serve. We're in the third set. Each team has won one. Livesay service. It's an ace. Boy, that ball just died. Got over the net, and I mean, it just died. She's got 5 aces in this contest. Serving aces. Nicely done. Kylie Livesay. And they're calling over one of the bunker supporters here. They are somewhat close to the floor. That service comes across and another service ace. Again, right over the net, and I mean, it's just dying as it gets across the net. Such good topspin. That ball is just cresting and then just sinking. Again, does it again, but this time played back to the net, tipped over. But there's Williams, and Bunker can't get it back. 10-7 Steelville on the strength of the services of number 24, Kylie Livesay. She serves again. Played to the net by Martin. Williams setting it there and just trying to tip it down, and doing so was Martin. Nicely done by Kara. She just waited for that ball to start coming down and just guided it over. Haley Turnbow back to serve. High serve comes down, played by Boone and pushed it at the Livesay. Pushed over across. Martin to Williams. Now coming across to Damath, trying to dink it in. Does, and gets the point. Diving effort by Livesay, but she put it wide of the antenna, and he is official on the chair. 9 serving 10. Another soft serve played by Boone to Livesay. Backsetting it for Decker for the kill. The play there by Turnbow. Now to Barton. Right in the middle of the floor to Livesay. Decker across, it goes to Gillum and put it right in the net. That's a 4. That was a 4 hit. The official on the floor didn't call it, but that was 4 hits on the Lady Steelville side. Finally did call it. That's 10-10 our score. Here in this third set, Turnbow with a very soft serve comes across, played there by Gillum. Setting it there, and a block kill on the attempted kill by number 11, Marley Eilert, by Kara Barton. Sophomore just right got in her face. It's 11-10. Service comes across to Perkins. Livesay sets it for Gillum, trying to dink it across. Lady Eagles Martin pushing it on the wrong side of the net, and it goes out of bounds. Bad set there by Martin. 11-11 here in this third set. Decker back to serve. Decker service comes down to Barton, who can't field it cleanly. 12 serving 11. Next service comes across, putting it back over with the Lady Eagles, and I believe that was Turnbow. Ball at the top of the net, and a point for the Lady Eagles as Perkins made contact with the twine. That's called a net violation. 12-12 our score. Perkins' third net violation in this contest. Back to serve is Barton. That service is hard. Played there by Boone. Straight up in the air to Lovesaye. Goes to the net for Perkins. Tipped up in the air and pushed back deep by Dameth. Trying to keep it alive, and doing so nicely is Boone after the great play by Lovesaye out of bounds. And now Barton plays it deep. Decker to the net. Lovesaye pushing it across, and the ball was tipped at the last second by Williams away from Martin. And Steelville will get the point. And side out. Hurd goes back to serve. Jasmine Hurd's service comes down. Played to the net by Barton and block kill by Perkins of Steelville. It's her first kill of this game. That's her 8th on the night, but the first one in this set. That service comes to Barton. Plays it up high by Martin and pushed over by Barton and or Turnbow. Now comes across to Gillum. Way too deep, way too long. Way too far. Whatever. Point side out to the Lady Eagles. Gillum did not follow through, and that ball sailed off her hands. Courtney Williams back to serve. Her service comes down to Hurd, pushing it to the net to Lovesaye. Back setting it for Gillum for the kill. That's out again. Kaylin Gillum, she gets up there, just can't get that arm all the way through. Well, she does. She puts a lot behind that shot. 14-14, our score. Dug out nicely by Hurd on that dying serve. And here's Williams setting it across and trying to go for that kill. And getting the kill for the Lady Eagles will be number 6, Kira Turnbow. Just a little push and a mistake on the Lady Cardinal side, and Mugger has a 1-point lead. Williams back to serve again. Courtney comes up. Service comes down to Decker. To Lovesaye in the middle of the floor. Setting across for Hurd. Pushing it deep. Played up to the net and over by Martin. What a play. Now comes back to Barton. To Martin in the middle of the floor for Turnbow. For Dameth, who just tried to push it over. Comes across. The block down on the attempted kill by Perkins. Ball tipped by Dameth to Martin. Comes across to Martin, and it's played there by Hurd. To the net, going for it off the netting. Kept alive there on the attempted kill by Gillum. Now Dameth pushing it across. Decker to Lovesaye. Setting it back for Hurd. Playing it deep. Williams across to Martin, who pushed it across. Decker again, great volley here. Hurd off the net. Kept alive by Williams. Martin to the front of the net, and a kill there for the Lady Eagles, Kira Turnbow. She got on top of that one and whistled it. What a great volley, though, by both teams back and forth. 16-14. Eagles serving up next here in this third set. 16 serving 14. Williams to serve again. Service comes down to Gillum, pushing it to Lovesaye. Coming across and playing it a little bit too hard and deep was Perkins. 17 serving 14. Williams to serve again. Courtney's service very short, played up by Gillum to Lovesaye. Now back to Hurd for the attempted kill. It's in the corner. Nicely done by Hurd. Lovesaye checks out. Gillum checks out. Coming in the ball game is Elvia Pryor and Bunch. Service comes back to Turnbow. In front it goes and bumps off the net. Kept alive there by Pryor. Kept to the net. And Bunch couldn't get it over Perkins. 1-2. 18-15, Bunker on top. Jesslyn Damuth with her serve. Comes back to Hurd. Putting it high in the air over to Pryor. Kept alive. Pushed up there on the attempt to kill by Bunch to the Eagles. Damuth going deep. Too deep. That one's long, and 2-point lead for the Lady Eagles. So the side out to Steelville. Perkins to that service. What a serve. Barely got across the net. Then hit the basketball support on the retractable basketball goal. Point on the ace there by Steelville Lady Cardinals. That one comes across. Played there in the middle by Barton. And now dinked across by Turnbow. They push it in the middle to Hurd. Pushing it deep. There's Williams to Martin. Setting it there. Going for the kill. And getting the kill is Kira Turnbow. Turnbow with her third kill of this match. 19 serving 17. Bunker on top. This is the third set. Each team with one win. Turnbow service comes across. Hurd plays it to Pryor. Now comes across to Decker, but the Eagles are there. Pushing it back across. Barton for the kill. Gets it over nicely, but played back by Steelville. Barton again for the block kill, but kept alive. And then Williams, who fell down, couldn't field it. Williams, who fell backward. I'm not quite sure if she ran into her own player or just lost her balance, but that's a point for the Cardinals. That was a heck of a play by Williams, almost able to dig that one out. Bunch with a serve, playing that one. That probably would have gone out, but it goes back now to Turnbow off the attempted kill and in. Fourth kill for Haley Turnbow, the senior. 20 serving 18. Hadley Martin back to serve. Martin's service. It's way too strong. Point side out for the Eagles. Lovesay comes back in along with Gillum. Checking out. Peyton Brooks also coming off to the sideline is Elvia Pryor. Lovesay with her service. Playing it straight up is Damuth off a rafter, and then Damuth will just push it over, but pushed it out of bounds. Damuth fielded that one and hit a rafter, came down. Lovesay back to serve. We're tied at 20 here in this third set. That service comes into the net. Point side out, Lady Eagles. Lovesay really wanted to get that one in. Had a little spin to it, but hit that tape on the top of the net and just died right there. Turnbow back to serve. The lefty puts this one like a knuckleball back to Perkins. Lovesay backsetting it at the net. Comes down as blocking it was the Lady Eagle player, Kara Barton, right at the net for the block kill. 22-20, Bunker on top. Back at 30 seconds with more Lady Eagle volleyball after this on KSMO Media.
When you need excavation or concrete work done, there's only one name to call. Anytime Excavation. Whether it's clearing land, digging foundations, or creating solid concrete surfaces, Anytime Excavation gets the job done right. On time, every time. We're committed to delivering quality work that stands the test of time. Call Anytime Excavation today at 573-247-9173. No matter the projects, we'll dig in and make it happen. Anytime Excavation.
That timeout brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance. Your agent, Jonah Schaefer, in Salem and the Crossroads, 573-729-5165. I'd like to thank our great sponsors here in Bunker that allow us to bring you Lady Eagle volleyball, like 72 Auto and Supply and Woods Dairyette. Proud to support your Lady Eagles. 22 serving 20. It'll be Haley Turnbow that service. Brought up by Perkins to Lovesay. To Gillum, trying to play it in the middle of the floor. They do. To Martin. Williams all the way across, going for that kill as Damuth chipped at the net, but kept alive. Lovesay setting it for Gillum for the kill, but she missed it. Driving it right into the twine, and it's 23-20 Lady Eagles. Turnbow's next service, a little bit strong, but kept alive by Perkins. Bumped over and on the line, side out to the Lady Eagles. Jessalyn Damath let that one go. Looked like she was going to play it and then let it go. And it fell in right on the line. 21 serving 23. This is the third set. Each team with one win. And that service comes across, played back off the rafter by Turnbow. You can't do that. And that will be an ace for Decker. It's her second service ace of this match. She had one back in the second set. 22 serving 23. Decker to serve again. That service comes across, dug out by Bunker, comes across and pushing it over was Barton. Kept alive again, pushing it over again is Barton at the net. Lovesay pushing it across, there's Martin to Williams, to Barton for the kill. No, couldn't get it. Pass back over the net. Kept alive by Perkins to Lovesay, back setting it for Gillum for the kill. She's got that one, and we're tied at 23. Gillum timed that one right, and she got all of it, blasting it past Turnbow near the back of the court. Remember, in volleyball, you have to win by 2 points, and you have to get to 25 to win. If you go over that. That service comes back, played there by Turnbow, coming across to Damath, who just dinked it across. Lovesay trying to play it across. Kept alive and pushed over. No. Dug out by Turnbow, but Damath couldn't direct it over the net. And timeout called by Coach Cheyenne Jensen. With a score, the Lady Cardinals 24, the Lady Eagles 23. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back as Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
From our yard into your home. At Canoke, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Canoke, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Lady Cardinals had a chance to win this with this serve. 24 serving 23. The timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer. Here is Turnbow. The pass comes across to Williams in the middle of the floor. Barton pushes it over. Pushed to the net by Boone. Tipped at the net, pushed back over. And Barton plays it deep and in, and we're tied. It's a matter of two tall girls at the net who wanted it more, and Barton won it on the net challenge. Kill by Barton, her fourth of this contest. Played there by Boone. Coming across and just pushing it deep is Eilert. They set it now for Turnbow. Played there again by Boone for Steelville. And now Gillum will bump it over. Played there by Turnbow to Martin, now for Damath, pushing it across. Fielded there by Perkins. They set it back for Perkins for the kill. She's got it down the line. Bunker couldn't get a good set on it. Perkins did, and she gets the kill. Perkins now 10 kills in this match, 3 in this set. 25-24 against its game point for Steelville. Push it back, Barton for the kill. Off the arm of Lovesay, but kept alive by Steelville. Pushed to the middle. Turnbow for the kill, but there is Decker. Lovesay sending it for Perkins for the kill, but played back to the net. And getting a kill, the block kill was number 21 of the Lady Eagles, Maggie Bunch. Her only kill of the night in this third set, but it's a big one as the Lady Cardinals win it by a score of 26-24. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back with the third set. It's Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Bunker is a small community with a big heart. The city of Bunker would like to invite you to come spend a day or a lifetime here. Stop in and check out the history of Bunker at the Bunker Museum. See how Bunker came about and what makes Bunker a special place. Or you might like to come and spend a day in their city park. The city of Bunker would like to say a big thank you to the Tom Sock Foundations for all their help. For more information about Bunker, stop in at Bunker City Hall at 620 6th Street.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Are you struggling with...
I want to thank our bunker sponsors for allowing us to bring you Lady Eagle Volleyball. GNS Convenience and GNS Farm and Feed are our title sponsors, and we want to thank them for allowing us to come down here and bring you this senior night broadcast between the Lady Eagles and Lady Cardinals. It's been a dandy one, as it's a 2-1 Cardinal lead, but Bunker, has given the Lady Cardinals everything that they can hope for here in this two of the three sets. To tell you, Bunker won the first one 25-23. Cardinals won the second one 14-25, and then they won this third one 24-26. But what a good match it was. I'd like to thank our friends at the City of Bunker, also Can Oak Salem, for allowing us to be here to bring you Lady Eagle Volleyball. Also want to thank R&S Wood Products, Anytime Excavation, Woods Dairyette, the Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, 72 Auto and Supply, People's Community Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader, and Lafayette Mexican Restaurant. Without them, we couldn't be here bringing you Lady Eagle Volleyball. It'll be the fourth set, 2-1. Lady Cardinals on top. It's been a pretty even matchup. Lady Eagles without Lauren Ritter tonight, who's usually one of their starters. Also been without one of their key ingredients as far as height is concerned, and that's Kinsey Barton. Those are two senior leaders that have been extraordinarily missed by the Lady Eagles. First serve by Lovesay comes back to the net, pushed back by Martin, but nobody there to field it. Dameth passed it up to Martin. But nobody could get the pass. Lovesay's next service comes deep, played to the net by Williams, back setting it, and a attempted block kill at the net by the Lady Cardinals. Pushed it back, and the ball goes off the top of the net, and they do get it back over. As Hurd with a good play gets it there over. Now here's Barton off the net, kept alive and pushed back by the Lady Eagle player Eilert at the net. And then the Lady Eagles push it out of bounds as Turnbow just tried to push it back over the net, but missed wide of the sideline. 2-0 this fourth set. Off the net, played there nicely by Turnbow, kept alive, and it'll be a point for Bunker. I don't think the ball ever got over. I think Turnbow reached over but never touched it, at least from our angle. And it's 1-2 as Martin goes back to serve. That service comes deep. Nice play by Perkins to dig that one out. It's bumped over by Decker, played there to the Eagles. Turnbow kept alive by Dameth. Martin pushing it across. They kept alive by Eilert. And they can't get it back over. Gillum couldn't direct it over. And it's 2-2 our score. Martin back to serve. That service comes across to Gillum. Off her, and that'll be an ace. Martin with the ace for the Lady Eagles. Serving two just underway here in the fourth set. Another serve played across. This one to Hurd. To Lovesay at the net. It's not going to make it over, but pushing it back over was Decker with a good play. And then the Lady Eagles had the chance with Kara Barton, but she missed it wide. 3-3, point side out to the Lady Cardinals. Back to serve is Elia Decker. Ball comes to Williams, now across the Turnbow, and that's going to be a nice kill for her off the attempted block of Lovesay and also Eilert. Turnbow back to serve. That service comes down to Perkins. Tyler back to Perkins for the kill, but playing it there back over and keeping it alive is Decker. Setting for Gillum for the kill. Block kill at the net by the Lady Eagles, Kara Barton. That is her 13th kill of this match. Barton's service played by Hurd. Up to Lovesay, going for the kill and keeping alive is the Bunker Lady Eagles and pushing it deep and in. And a point for the Lady Eagles. Net violation called on Perkins. 6 serving 3. In this fourth set, Turnbow with a very soft serve played by Hurd to Lovesay. Taking it back to Hurd for the kill, but there is the Lady Tiger player Turnbow getting across to Damath, blocked in the net. Kept alive and pushed deep and just out. Pushed deep by Martin, but just missed it. She had Steelville all within the first 15 feet, leaving the entire back part of the court open. That just was a little strong. Hurd with that service, comes back, played up off the shoulders of Turnbow, and it'll be bumped over by Williams. Played there straight up to Lovesay. To the net for Perkins, going for the kill. She's got it down that sideline, man. She's got that shot down pat. Right down the sideline. She's made that shot 5 times in this match. And I mean, it's all but right on the line. 5 serving 6. Hurd serves, comes up to the net. And a point for the Lady Cardinals. They'll say she didn't touch it. Perkins reached over but didn't touch it. 6-6 the score. Comes back to Barton. Pushing it up to the net for Damath, trying to dink it over and in. Nicely done. Damath with a kill. 7 serving 6. Going back to serve is Barton. Kara, sophomore on this senior night. Serves it. Played there by Decker to the net. Lovesay puts it up high to Perkins, but missed it wide. Perkins tried to go cross court. Normally goes near side. And pushed that one wide. It's 8 serving 6. Barnes' next service played there again to the net to Lovesay. Back setting it for Gillum. Playing that strong and out. And it's 9-6 Lady Eagles. That's a heck of a back set though by Lovesay. Service comes down to Decker. To Lovesay, putting it up high for Hurd, and she'll miss it out on the side. Looked like that went off the side of her hand into the Bunker bench. 10 serving 6. This is the fourth set. Barnes' next service comes down to Hurd. Push to Lovesay. Pushing over to Perkins. Trying to play it deep. And they'll say it's in. Ooh, very close. Barton backed off, thinking that one might be long, but it got in right on the line, that back line. Pryor checks in for the Lady Cardinals. Pryor service very short, dug out by the Lady Eagles, but nobody's there for the pass. In the midst of changing positions, nobody took the pass, and that becomes an ace. That service comes across, played there by Turnbow, now across to Damath, trying to push it back across to Perkins. Now to Eilers, and then going for the kill, and getting it is Perkins. In the middle of the floor, it's 9 serving 10. Marley Eilert with a very good set for Perkins, who came all the way around from the right side to the left side. Comes back down to Turnbow. And off Damath and just pushed across. Eilert setting in the middle for Bunch. Block kill. Nicely done by Kira Turnbow. Point for the Lady Eagles and side out as well. Nicely done. Courtney Williams back to serve. 11 serving 9 in this fourth set. Played by Hurd. Setting it there for Perkins for the kill off the hands of Williams. That'll be a point. Perkins will go back and serve. Emery Perkins, a junior. She leads the Lady Cardinals in kills, and then immediately hits a net ball on a net serve. That service error gives the ball back to the Lady Eagles, to Jesslyn Namath, and try her hand at serving. And hers is another service error into the net, giving it right back to the Lady Cardinals. Point side out. Back to serve Gracie Mae Boone. Her service comes down, played there by Barton. Getting the Turnbow, and that's kept alive and pushed over by Steelville. Keeping it alive to Turnbow. That's partially played at the net. Pushing it back is Decker. Deep and in. And Steelville ties it up. Nicely placed by Decker. Over top of Martin and right in front of Martin, trying to get over on the backside. That service comes across, played by Barton. Put it back up. She'll try to play it deep and a ball into the net. And the Lady Cardinals will take their first lead, 13-12. And Coach Cheyenne Jensen wants a timeout. With the score, the Lady Cardinals 13 and the Bunker Lady Eagles 12. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Are you struggling with back pain, headaches, or alpha-gal? At Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture Clinic in Salem, Dr. Samantha Anderson brings gentle chiropractic, acupuncture, and cupping therapy for whole family care. She's among Missouri's few providers SAAT certified, a targeted auricular acupuncture that can help with alpha-gal syndrome. Feel better naturally and get back to what you love. Call 573-453-2015 or book online today and place your wellness in good hands.
I want to thank our friends at G&S Convenience Store and your G&S Farm and Feed for being our title sponsor for the game tonight between the Lady Cardinals and the Lady Eagles. It's senior night. Seniors Kinsey Barton, Jesslyn Damath, Lauren Ritter, Haley Turnbow, and Courtney Williams all saluted prior to the contest this evening. Right now it's 2-1, Steelville on top in sets, and they lead this set by 1 point. That service is deep. Way too deep by Gracie Mae. We're tied at 13. Going back to serve is Kira Turnbow. Turnbow's service down the side. Nicely dug out by Perkins. Kept alive and off the net. And then Bunker Eagles push it back across by Turnbow. Ellert sets it and going for the kill. Getting that one is Decker. Nicely set by Marley Eilert, and Aaliyah Decker gets that kill. That was well done by Steelville after the great save by Bunker on the other side. A beautiful dig by Martin. 14 serving 13. Lovesay serves, and the ball comes down low. That ball sinks so fast. Bumped back over by Turnbow. Comes to Gillum, to Lovesay in the middle of the floor, and getting that kill for the Lady Cardinals will be number 11, Marley Eilert. (15-13). Steelville serving. Lovesay another service. That one's strong, but it was played deep by Damath. She'll play it to the backside to Perkins. Setting it there for Gillum off the net, kept alive by Turnbow. Comes back to Barton, blasting it down, but Lovesay is there. Ball kept alive momentarily by Turnbow, but she couldn't elevate it after the block down by Decker on the net challenge. So Decker got the best of that net challenge and gets the point. Lovesay with a serve, and the net it goes, and point side out, Lady Eagles. They trail it by 2, 14 serving 16 as the freshman Hadley Martin goes back to serve. Hadley service played to net by Boone. Lovesay trying to push it across, and Eilert gets the kill. Point side out for the Lady Cardinals. 17 serving 14. This is the fourth set. 2-1. Steelville leads it. That service comes back to Turnbow. Pushing it to the net for Barton. Kept alive, though, by Lovesaye. Into the rafters it goes. Decker, and then Lovesaye trips over Decker, and they're trying to keep that ball alive. Decker went down to keep it alive, and then Lovesaye, having to get there, almost tripped over her. Good thing nobody got hurt. 15 serving 17. That service comes back to Boone, to Decker, and now to Lovesaye, who'll push it over. There's Martin to Williams. Short dump dip pushover by Barton, played there by Turnbow. To the net it goes to Damath, pushing it deep, but there's Decker for the Lady Cardinals. Back across to Perkins for the kill. Push back over and out of bounds by Turnbow. Ball drilled right at her, and ball hit her in the hands and shot right back the way it came, but too far over the side, on the wrong side of the antenna, and out of bounds. Here's Hurd with her service, right into the net. That net serve will give the ball back to the Lady Eagles. 16 serving 18. They need to get a little run here as Barton goes back to serve. Comes down to Hurd. Played there by Lovesaye, back across to Gillum, off the antenna. Point for the Lady Eagles. Not a very good set there by Lovesaye as Gillum had to change her course to go get that ball. 17 serving 18. Bar with the next service. Hurd with a heck of a play, pushing it back, and Perkins pushing it deep and in. Hurd went down and fielded that one, and that one came right to Lovesaye, who gave it to Perkins right at net high. She pushed it down. What a nice play by the Lady Cardinals. That was all instantaneous. Back to service Pryor. Coming down to Turnbow, to Martin, getting it to Damon, just trying to push it across, does. Kept alive by Perkins and pushed back over by Pryor to the net. Here's Damath for the attempted kill, but no good. Pryor giving it to Perkins for the kill. She's got it off the hands of Martin. 5 kills for Perkins in this fourth set, and the Lady Cardinals lead it by 3. 20 serving 17. That service comes down to Turnbow to the net, and the Lady Eagles can't take it out. 21-17, and Coach Cheyenne Jensen calls timeout. With a score, the Lady Cardinals on top by 4, 21-17. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. It's Bunker Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Craving bold, home-style Mexican flavors right here in Bunker? Welcome to La Feta Mexican Restaurant on Main Street. Enjoy fresh tacos, burritos, and all your Mexican favorites. Then kick back with friends where the vibes are warm and the drinks are cold. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and nights with live music and karaoke. Hungry now? Head to 108 Main Street in Bunker and taste while locals are talking. La Feta Mexican Restaurant. Great food, friendly faces, small town heart.
Want to thank our friends at La Fajita Mexican Restaurant, 72 Auto and Supply, and Woods Dairy for bringing you Lady Eagle Volleyball. Steelville with a 2-1 lead and lead the match right now 2-1, and lead this set by a 4-point score, 21-17. Service comes down to Turnbow, and then Damath pushed it right in the net. Lady Cardinals now have a 5-point lead. Elvia Pryor back to serve. Another service comes, this one to Barton, pushed over deep. Played there by Decker. To Pryor all the way across to Perkins, pushing it across to Martin. To the net, and then pushed down by Perkins over top of Williams. Her 6th kill of this fourth set. That's a block kill too. Playing back to the Eagles, and going for that kill was Turnbow, but blocking it down was Bunch. The Lady Eagles right now clinging life support as it's match point for Pryor. 24 serving 17. Push that ball up high in the air. They set it back for Barton, playing it across. Tipped up there, backing, setting it for Perkins, but she goes too far with this one. Point side out, Lady Eagles. They need a run here by Williams. Down by 6. It's game and match point every time in rally scoring because even if you're on the serving side, if you make a mistake, the other team gets a point. Right now it comes to Gillum. Back second for Perkins. Nicely dug out by the Lady Eagles. Can they keep it alive? No. They cannot. Perkins gets her last kill as Steelville comes to bunker, loses the first set, 25-23, but then defeats the Lady Eagles on senior night in the next 3, 25-14, 26-24, and 25-18 to win this match over the Lady Eagles. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back, and wrap things up. It's Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media.
At People's Community Bank in Bunker, we still believe in banking with a personal touch. When you walk in, we greet you by name, offer a variety of services, and let you get back to your day. People's Community Bank also offers many types of loans with competitive rates, fast approval, low closing costs, and confidentiality. Most importantly, these decisions are made locally. When you choose People's Community Bank in Bunker, you choose a bank that cares.
Quality services, expedient delivery, and fair pricing has been the rule at Reynolds County Abstract Company. Their experts do a thorough job of handling all aspects of your real estate title and settlement services for a large and ever-growing number of satisfied, loyal clients. For all your purchasing or refinancing needs, large or small, call today for a quote at 573-648-2366 or stop by 2308 Pine Street in Centerville, Missouri, Reynolds County Abstract Company. Looking for home cooking, soft serve ice cream, and shakes? You need to head to Woods Dairyette. You can dine in or call ahead, and they'll have it ready for you. Family owned and operated, Woods Dairyette.
R&S Wood Products LLC in Bunker is a major large cut stock and lumber supplier in Missouri, producing pine and mixed hardwoods. They are family owned and operated and also own MWM Wood Products LLC in Salem that does cuts, cross ties, grade lumber, and blocking. R&S Wood Products LLC and MWM Wood Products LLC are buyers for standing timber and logs. Give us a call at 573-689-2850.
Oof. Well, we welcome you back to Bunker High School Gymnasium, where on this senior night, the Lady Eagles fall to Steelville in 4 sets. After winning the first set 25-23, they drop the next 3, and the Lady Eagles will have one more home matchup, and that will be, I believe, against Ellington on Monday. And so we wish them the very best in that. It was senior night. We want to salute all the seniors. And by the way, give a lot of class to the Bunker Lady Eagles. They also saluted the Steelville Lady Cardinal seniors in this one as well. First, the Steelville Lady Cardinal seniors, Peyton Brooks, Marley Eilert, Aaliyah Decker, and Elvia Pryor. And they all got a nice gift from the Bunker Lady Eagles. The 5 seniors for Bunker, Kenzie Barton, Jesslyn Damath, Lauren Ritter, Haley Turnbow, and Courtney Williams. Again, 2 of those girls unable to play tonight. Kenzie Barton's been out most of the year, if not all the year, with an injury, and she's recovering for basketball. And then Lauren Ritter went down with a foot or ankle injury. She has a boot on and unable to play tonight. They did have a ceremonial serve by Kenzie Barton prior to the game match actually starting, in which she and Lauren were on the floor with the other seniors. As Steelville is kind enough to allow that to happen, and of course the officials here allowed that to happen as well. Well, I'll give a lot of credit to the Steelville Lady Cardinals. They can field serves, and I'll tell you what, they are very good passing, but their big weapon tonight was Emery Perkins. She had 18 kills on the evening, including 7 of them in that 4th set. Pretty impressive. Then she was followed up in kills by Aaliyah Decker with 5. 4 kills were Maggie Bunch. 2 kills for Kaylin Gillum, and 2 kills also for Marley Eilert in the game. 1 kill, by the way, for Jasmine Hurd, who's a libero. 6 service aces for Kylie Livesay in the contest. 6 of them, including 3 of them in the second set and 2 in the third set. Overall in the entire night, 13 service aces for Steelville. For the Lady Eagles, their leading scorer tonight in kills was Kara Barton with 13. That was followed up by Kira Turnbow with 7. 5 kills for Haley Turnbow and 4 for the Lady Eagles, Jesselyn Damath, and 2 each for Hadley Martin and also for the Lady Eagles. 4 for Martin in the game as well for the Lady Eagles. 2 service aces, that's all they had. And that's why I mentioned Steelville extremely good at fielding serves and making good passes. So give them a lot of credit. They really were able to field all the bunker serves, put them right into play. Not every one of them every time was a perfect pass, but in fielding the serves and getting an opportunity to turn defense into offense is so key in volleyball, because the quicker you get that done and the faster you get field that serve, you can get back on offense. And Steelville did a very good job of doing that tonight. And again, they win it in 4 sets by scores of, first off, Bunker won the first one, 25-23. Then it was Steelville the next 3, 25-14, 26-24, and 25-18. We hope you have enjoyed our broadcast of Lady Eagle Volleyball on KSMO Media. It's all been brought to you as a courtesy of these great sponsors. First, our title sponsor for the Bunker Games, G&S Convenience and G&S Farm and Feed. Without these great sponsors, we can't do this. And we'll be back for some basketball this fall and winter as well. So we hope you keep these great sponsors in mind and thank them for sponsoring KSMO Media, being here to cover Lady Eagle sports. Eagle sports, with matter of fact, we'll have boys basketball as well. City of Bunker, Ken Oak out of Salem, R&S Wood Products, Anytime Excavating, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairyette, 72 Auto and Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader, your agent in Salem, and La Fajita Mexican Restaurant. I know Lady Eagles are going to be taking on the Viburnum Lady Jays in the first round of their district next week. I believe that's Thursday down at Eminence. Good luck to them in that matchup. And we wish the Steelville Lady Cardinals the very best in district play as well. For Ben doing the work on the video side, my name is Stan Stevens doing the announcing. We hope you enjoyed the contest tonight. It was senior night, and again, congratulations to all the seniors, as well as their parents, and of course the coaches, etc., that made it all possible for them to be here tonight and allow us to be here tonight to bring you this contest as the Bunker Lady Eagles lose it in 4 sets, 3-1. Have yourselves a great Thursday evening. Good night from the Bunker High School Gymnasium.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Bunker Eagle Sports. Tonight's game is only made possible by the City of Bunker, Canoke, Missouri, LLC, R&S Wood Products, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairyette, 72 Auto and Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, and La Fajita Mexican Restaurant. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Bunker Eagle Sports right here on KSMO Media.